The impact of untreated anxiety disorders can be profound, and its impact on daily living also pervasive. In the worst case, avoidance behavior can become so debilitating that people refuse to leave their household, cannot enact their roles at work. It costs relationships. It takes a high toll in disability in our culture. Anxiety disorders are very common sources of disability claims, and so people can actually lose their job, stop working, fail to socialize properly. Simple things like social anxiety can keep people from having rewarding relationships, dating relationships. It has a high economic toll as well. People miss days of work as a result of panic or obsessional distress that occurs in obsessive-compulsive disorder. People with obsessive-compulsive disorder often can't go into situations where they experience any sense of threat or contamination. So essentially, the worlds of anxiety sufferers become more and more narrow. In the case of generalized anxiety, worry can become so dominant if it's not managed that a person spends the bulk of their day worrying or taking up massive amounts of time. People with obsessive-compulsive disorder can spend many, many hours engaged in unnecessary rituals so that anxiety becomes the focus of life rather than living itself. This is the worst case scenario, and of course we want to intervene, and there's help for people, significant help, so that they can be restored, go back to functioning in an ordinary or close to ordinary way. We may not rid you of all symptoms, however, being able to resume one's roles without the interference that anxiety typically causes is the goal of treatment. And again, avoidance behavior is one of the classic forms of interference that occurs with anxiety.